Elon Musk's second week of Twitter ownership is proving to be just as helter-skelter as the first. He banned a handful of comedians from the site for impersonating him. He called on his followers to vote Republican in the upcoming midterms, and his site is now asking some laid-off workers to come back to the office.
Twitter is not doing well. Elon Musk's on-again, off-again pursuit of Twitter had put Twitter in peril, and Twitter is not out of the woods yet. In this video, we'll take a look at what has happened at Twitter, the massive layoff gone wrong, why advertisers are fleeing the platform, and Musk's grand plan in order to understand if Twitter is heading for its demise. After the massive $44 billion Twitter deal has finally been finalized after months of drama, Elon Musk began his master plan of world domination or takedown, depending on how you look at it. He's fired the C-suite, the board, and 50% of the 7,500 employees in merely 1 week since the acquisition. Musk said Twitter should be warm and welcoming to all and enable users to choose the experience they want to have. Well, this came from a guy who called a British caver who was trying to save the Thai boys stuck in a cave after the storm in a monsoon season, a pedo guy. Complaints about sexism and racism have also been common at Tesla, one of Musk's companies. A female engineer sued Tesla, claiming unwanted and pervasive harassment, and reported that one area in the Tesla factory in Fremont, California, was known to women as the predator zone. Black workers have claimed that white workers at the same factory refer to another area as the plantation. Twitter's ad revenue had been on a decline before the takeover was complete. On Friday, November 4th, Musk tweeted that Twitter has had a massive drop in revenue because the advertisers pausing spending on the social media platform. We will look into why the advertisers shy away from Twitter, but first, let's talk about the massive layoff that soon followed. As layoffs are still going around the tech industry, people being let go isn't entirely shocking. But how it was done at Twitter, as a method of extreme cost-cutting, was something else. According to Gergely Orosz, an influencer in software engineering-related topics, he's got an inside scoop on how the layoffs at Twitter were handled. First, the team that executed the firing made an amateur mistake. All of Musk's other companies such as Tesla, SpaceX, and Boring use Microsoft Teams for communications, where the new channels are private by default. When software engineers from Tesla, Boring, and SpaceX came into Twitter a week ago, they created Slack channels to communicate amongst themselves. But Slack channels are public by default. They discuss things like how Elon expects a list of people to be fired per org publicly. They later realized the mistake and archived the channels. Twitter employees took screenshots of what was discussed when it became clear to them that these external people are deciding their fate and creating the fire list. Many Twitter employees began tweeting on Thursday evening on November 3rd and the morning of Friday, November 4th that they had already been locked out of their company email accounts before even receiving the layoff notification. Some shared blue hearts and salute emojis indicating that they were out of the company. On Friday, November 4th, employees from various departments including marketing and communications, public policy, and ethical AI reported being locked out of their company email accounts and receiving layoff notifications. Members of the curation team, which helped elevate reliable information on the platform, including about elections, were also laid off. The firing apparently has misfired. Some people who were laid off were asked to return again because they were fired by mistake. Most software engineers said no to returning, but some of those who are on the H-1B visa said yes, because otherwise they would only have 30 days to find a new job before being forced to leave the US. A few days after Twitter's new leadership and content moderation strategy was announced, major advertising agencies began recommending that their clients pause their campaigns on the platform. Advertising company IPG sent a detailed email to clients advising them to temporarily pause their ads on Twitter, noting that the platform has been silent in any direct communication with marketers and agencies since the transaction closed. The email mentioned, "The current situation is unpredictable and chaotic, and bad actors and unsafe behaviors thrive in such an environment." IPG's clients include Spotify, American Express, and Johnson & Johnson. The Wall Street Journal reported that Havas Media Group, which has clients such as Puma, Reckitt, and Kia, has also recommended a pause in advertising on Twitter. Twitter's revenue has decreased significantly due to the pressure from activist groups on advertisers. This has caused major companies such as Pfizer, General Mills, and Audi to temporarily suspend their advertising on Twitter. This is a big deal because Twitter makes most of its revenue from advertisers on the platform. Twitter has never been able to generate the same amount of revenue as its peers, such as Facebook or TikTok. Despite its reach and influence, Twitter only became profitable in 2017 and has only been occasionally profitable since then. In 2021, Twitter reported a loss of $221 million. The recent turmoil surrounding Twitter's new ownership has left advertisers feeling uncertain about the platform's future. In an effort to ease these fears, Elon Musk released an open letter to advertisers promising that the site would not devolve into a free-for-all hellscape. However, many are still skeptical as to what Twitter will look like under Musk's management. To save the business, Elon Musk spoke with more than 100 advertising executives on Thursday, November 3rd, telling them that he wanted to accelerate the company's effort to improve brand safety on Twitter. But on Friday, he told attendees of a business conference that we've done our best to appease advertisers, and nothing has worked. On Wednesday, November 2nd, he tweeted that Twitter would not let anyone who is banned from the platform back until they have a clear process for doing so. One such person he's referring to is Donald Trump, who has said, "No thanks, I will stay with the social media platform I started myself." We are uncertain if this will stay true. Meanwhile, Twitter representatives have sent emails to multiple agencies informing them that even though there are a lot of moving parts at Twitter right now, the company has not yet made any changes to Twitter's content moderation policies. In an attempt to increase Twitter's revenue stream, Musk plans to charge users $8 per month to have a blue check mark showing them as verified. Even when users complained, Musk won't budge. He said, "Trash me all day, but it will cost $8. But Musk had previously said that he's on a mission to bring free speech and equality to Twitter. Therefore, Trevor Noah asked Musk, "So, if you're trying to create equality on Twitter, why charge anyone to be verified? Just give everyone a blue check mark then. It doesn't make any sense to offer it as equality and then put a price on it." Since the fallout, many Twitter users have begun looking for alternatives. A popular one is Mastodon, which has an estimated 4.5 million accounts. Mastodon said that over 230,000 have joined in the last week when Twitter was in a mess. Software developer Eugene Rochko began building Mastodon in 2016. It is described as a free, open-source, decentralized social media platform that aims to be a viable alternative to Twitter. Mastodon is a federated platform, meaning it is a collection of social networks or servers that link together but are owned by different people or groups. Each has its own moderation rules. Posts on Mastodon are presented in chronological order rather than based on an algorithm. It also has no ads. It is largely crowdfunded by the people who use them. The servers that Mastodon oversees, Mastodon Social and Mastodon Online, are funded through Patreon. Boosted by Twitter, Mastodon has currently reached 1 million active monthly users, a major milestone. Can Elon Musk generate new revenue streams and turn around Twitter's bottom line? How will he ultimately deal with issues like free speech, content moderation, open sourcing algorithms, and bots? And what does free speech even mean? All major social media platforms are owned by billionaires and are laced with complicated algorithms we just have no chance of understanding. Yet, we persuade ourselves that they are public spaces that are democratically designed and that we are entitled to be treated and respected as humans, not products. While we have no idea if Twitter can get out of its downward spiral to its end, what happened at Twitter will forever change how the platform operates. Can Twitter's Bluebird ever be free? Or, as some may believe, only death can set it free?